So there is, you can fill in your data. I did above this graph here. Is an input for your data, and ideally use a kitchen digital scale electronic for about $10 if you don't have one. You weigh your food, you look it up in there, and you enter it. And there's no charge to use this, and it will accurately display, pretty to the gram, how much linoleic acid you're consuming. For free. You don't have to carry all your food, send it in, you get the lab, and analyze at the lab, and do it for you. Now, obviously, the lab analysis is going to be better, but this puts you in the ballpark. And then you can right-click on the tab at the very bottom here. You just right-click on that field, and it'll show in sorted order from highest to lowest the level of that linoleic acid in the food that you just ate. What was the highest for the whole day? So you can target what you want to identify.
Can you repeat the site name again?
Sure. I'm sorry I didn't write it down. Actually, I think it's on my last slide. Chronometer. There. So there's the word on the slide. Chronometer.com.
What's that 7-year storage of linoleic acid you're mentioning?
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. You guys are so sharp. Yeah, so if you say, hey, I believe what Nicole is saying, let's stop it. Did something let go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not hallucinating. That's good. Because I did some drugs. So, gotcha. They get me prepped, right? So 7 years means if you decide, I believe Nicole, I'm going to do it, it's going to take you 7 years to get your levels down to normal. How long does it take to get sugar levels down to normal? Does it take 7 years? So you got, Scott, you got an upgraded that Gandhi story. It was vegetable oil, not candy. So this is the mechanism. The oxidative stress is due to excess LA, and it causes catastrophic cascades that result in something called oxalams, which is oxidative linoleic acid metabolites, and some of them would be toxic glyphosate, 4-HNE, and acrolein, and just devastating health with all the conditions I showed. Every single chronic degenerative disease known to man is a result of that. It is like impossible to be healthy almost unless you get normal LA diets. This is one of the reasons why low-fat diets work. Because it was an anomaly. Why should people like to go on the orange diet and get healthy? Because they weren't having a lot of LA. It took me like 40 years to understand that. Because I could never explain that paradox. So, treatment. Oh, no. I'll ask Mark if I can get another minute. But if you do come down with COVID, this is what I recommend. Zinc 50 milligrams, quercetin a gram for 3 days, and then cut the zinc down to 15. NAC is N-acetylcysteine, which works for a lot of the clotting disorders, and actually increases glutathione. Molecular hydrogen is a hidden gem. Just type in molecular hydrogen, my name on BitChute. You see a lot of good videos I did. Nebulized peroxide, another good thing. That is so important. That is probably the single most powerful intervention for each and every one of you. In fact, I just gifted Mark my personal nebulized peroxide before he went on to use for his family. I recommend that for everyone. And BitChute and Substack. Oh,
Can you go back? Please.
What's that? I only have like 5 seconds.
Don't worry.
How about coconut oil?
What's it? No. So you go to BitChute. Oh, Substack. I forgot to mention this. Remember all my 15,000 articles go down?
Yeah.
We're going to put most of them back up on Substack. You can find this. The nebulized peroxide. Go to BitChute though and look that up. Type in nebulized peroxide, or just peroxide, and Mercola, and it'll come up. And all the details are there. Okay? And it will be on Substack, which will be probably out like the first week of January. We're working on it. So, acknowledgement. Why am I here? I'm here because there's a person in my life who said, you probably should go to this event. So I didn't know Mark, but I knew Corey Clifton from Swan Bitcoin, and so he connected me with Mark and it all worked out. But the reason I'm here is because of Carter. You might have seen me walking around with her. Yeah, and So I just want to acknowledge her because she's the spark in my life and more precious to me than any Bitcoin. So, thank you, Carl. Ed, are you here? Ed? Can you go to the microphone and all you guys in the back, you turn on the mic. I bet Ed is the most egregious example of this, but this is why you do not want a Gmail. He's really big into agriculture and has some incredible amendments to the soil to produce like giant monstrosity plants that are nutrient dense. And so we started talking, and then the next day he gives me his contact information. I looked at it and said, "You are in collusion with the enemy, sir." The tyrannical overlords, because he had a Gmail account. And then he tells me what he's going to share. And there's one other person who told me here too. This is happening to 2 people. This is like 1% of this limited population. They're doing it. Okay, Ed, take it away. Where are you? Can all you guys, can you turn on the microphone for the audience?
Hello?
Okay, good. All right, thanks.
So partly I'm here because...
Where are you? Okay, there you are.
Yeah, because Dr. Mercola recommended his readers if you come here, so thank you, Dr. Mercola.
Stand up, stand up. We're just curious.
Another main reason was something that happened to me with my email. I forwarded one of Dr. Mercola's emails about a protocol when you get COVID, and I sent it to my classmates for a high school reunion. And I started getting emails back from my classmates saying, "Well, thanks for sending it, but I don't know what you sent because we couldn't open it." Next thing I got is email coming in from Quackwash, starting to disparage Dr. Mercola. So I responded right back and say, "Look, stop this nonsense. I mean, you know, he's made a huge difference in my life, et cetera, et cetera." And the guy came back more and more forcefully. And then, meanwhile, I'm cutting and pasting the information, resending it to my classmates. And so then he sent me this email. He said, "I don't know if you're being dense or you're just not getting it. Didn't you get my first warning?" And well, the first warning was shutting down my email so it couldn't be read by my classmates. And I wrote back and said, I don't know what you're talking about. And he wrote, he said, "I sent you the first warning. You can take it or leave it." And then he said, "I'll see you at the reunion." In other words, basically, it's a threat. Stop doing what I'm doing. This is 69 people. I'm nobody sending, quote, misinformation to my classmates. And now I'm getting threatened to stop that. So it just totally freaked me out. And I realized I need to join with a community. And if it's that pervasive, that they are integrating our emails, overseeing our emails to that extent, then this is a really serious problem.
Where did that email come from?
Gmail.
It was on my Gmail. So they are in
Quackwash sent it to me.
Yeah, it was,
So they're a collusion government. Quackwash is a skeptic organization that is just totally in the global terror. They've been after me for decades.
What's it called?
Quackwash. I'm Quack, right?
Proton mail.
Yeah, Proton Mail, there's a lot of them actually. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there. Just do a search on Google for alternative email providers. But if you cannot use Gmail, folks, for anything that's important. You just can't. Well, thank you so much. It has been a phenomenal.